This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. So what are we learning today is a little basics of Kali. Now, Kali Linux commands. Now, why do we need to learn commands? Okay, so first thing you need to understand is a lot of things we work on Linux operating system. So we need to run Linux commands. Okay, we prepare the payload, exploits, check for vulnerabilities using Linux commands. So today what I'm trying to explain you is few basic things you need to know before we start the advanced topics. Okay, so I believe that none of you are aware about Linux commands. It's a very simple commands, just like English words. Okay, then no need to memorize. Okay, but as you keep practicing it, as you keep trying doing it, automatically by end of the course you will learn certain Linux commands. I'm picking up some 20 to 25 okay most used commands. So if you can note down these few commands and practice at home, that is more than enough. Now the question you are going to ask is, what is this Kali Linux? Okay, so this is what I'm going to explain you about. Friends, what is Kali Linux? It's a Debian based Linux distribution. What is a Debian based? Means it's like one of the flavor of Linux. It is meticulously crafted operating system that specifically caters to the likes of network analyst and penetration tester. So Kali Linux is basically designed for the hackers. It contains several hundred tools which are geared towards information security tasks, penetration testing, security research, computer forensic, reverse engineering. It has a lot of tools and it comes around 600 with different penetration testing, security, analytics related tool. So it's like overall package. You don't need to depend upon something else. Everything Kali Linux has it. It's like a total package, complete package, which is meant for Kali Linux. But remember, what you installed is a free version. So you may not get all the 600s of tools. Okay, you will only get a very limited tools. With those only we are going to practice. Where are those tools in the Kali Linux? Okay, I'll show you. Now this is my virtual VirtualBox. Double click. And this is where we start installing many things, Parrot, Metasploitable, Windows, Ubuntu, Raspberry in future classes. So today's class, we just needed a Kali Linux and then click on start. The same thing which I made you to do it. So all the settings is bridge adapter, promise mode, allow all, right? Everything you would have done. And initially what you have done, there are two types of users. Okay. One is a regular user. Then there is one more which is called as admin user or a root user. Okay. So the regular username is Kali, password also is Kali. So let me go and do that. But this regular user will have limited options. Not all commands can be run. Okay, you need lot of permissions. So how I will show you. KALI, password is also KLI. Enter. Initially you start with this. It is just like another computer. Like any computer or any operating system, you're using Windows operating system, right? In your Windows operating system, you have documents, you have desktop, you have downloads, you have pictures, you have videos, right? You have all those things even in Windows 10 operating system. Same thing, Linux also has. Now what you see on my screen is actually a desktop. Now, if I want to know other directories or other documents, See on the top left, you see a white folder. Now when I click on white folder, see same thing, desktop, documents, downloads, music, picture, public, template, videos. So they all have directories over here. What you see the blue screen over here is actually a desktop version. Where can I run commands? You run commands in something called as terminal window. Where is this terminal window? If I go to my Kali Linux, next to that white box, you have something called as terminal emulator. Click on that, a box will open up, a black box where name of the person is Kali, @ Kali. Okay, so this is where you are going to run commands. Okay, so if I just write a command, who am I? Okay, first command, like in English, asking myself, who am I? I am none other than Kali. Okay, but there are certain things which you cannot do. Then you need to migrate to admin user. How do you migrate to admin user? So before I teach you all the types of commands, let us run commands everything from a root user. So how do I convert? Step 1, type sudo su. Okay, so go here, type sudo su, enter. Password it is asking, you know the password KLLI. Now you are under root user. But every time I don't want to do this. When I log in next time, directly I want to get into root user. So what is the second step? PASSWD ROOT. I am setting a password for my root user. So this is what it is. So I go here, PASSWD ROOT and enter. Now it's asking a new password. You can put any password, but for safer side, we don't forget. I will put a password which is reverse of root, means TOOR. TOOR. So new password will be TOOR. It may not display on Linux, but when you type, it will take it. Enter. Again, retype the password TOOR. Enter. So password has updated successfully. Now what you have to do, I don't have to worry next time. Next time what I have to do, fourth step, I will log off and switch the user. How do I do it? How do I log out? Top right corner, there is a lock button, lock screen. Next to that you have logout. Click on logout. You have so many things. The last option, switch user. Click on switch user. Now what it is asking, username and password. So my username and password will be, root 71, password will be 2. So now I'll go here, type ROOT, tab means next one, TOOR, and now I will log in. When I log in, it's a new user, and now I want to run any commands. I have this black screen next to white folder. Click on it, terminal emulator, automatically root @ Kali. So next time, whenever I log into the Kali Linux, username is root, password is tour. You don't have to do all the first 5 steps. Immediately you are into root. Now if I type over here, who am I? Enter. I am root, means admin user, and he has more access, more permissions, more things you can run in Kali Linux. Now let's go one by one and see what commands to run about it. Is this clear until here? Okay, Abhishek. Abhishek, you understood? Okay, great, no problem. All right. Next, what commands can I run over here? All right. Currently, let's go one by one. I want to know host. I want to, even if I want to know the calendar. Okay, simple. Just type CAL. You will know this month calendar. So if I just type CAL, enter, I'll get August 2021. If I want whole year, CAL 2021 and enter. Whole year is there. Simple English terms. Or you want today's date, DATE, enter, 12th August 2021. So simple commands for you to understand and execute about it. Okay, but we are not going to use these kind of commands, but I just wanted to explain you about it. So if you want to know who you are, just type who am I, you will get root. You want more information about the machine, host name CTL. Okay, please note down, Pawan, host name CTL and enter. I will get Kali and machine ID, which Oracle, okay, 64-bit Linux version system. So more and more information about in-depth information when I typed host name CTL. Okay, just type host name CTL and enter, you will get information. Okay, now there's so many things which I have done now. Okay, the screen is too much. I want to clear the screen. So what you will do, just type clear, screen gets white and we are starting from fresh. Okay, so far what all commands I showed you, note down. Okay, one is who am I, second is host name CTL, third one is calendar, fourth one is calendar 2021, fifth one will be date, sixth one will be clear. Okay, so just note down these things, you'll be able to understand. That is one thing. Next one is, I want to know what is there in my desktop, or there is something called as CD and there's something called as PWD. Now what is PWD is, it is called as present working directory. What is this present working directory? Now when I type PWD, right now I am under /root. Same thing in your, for example, in your Windows 7, Windows 10. Okay, now I'll open up one folder over here, FB notes. I want to know the path of it. Do you see on the right side, PC/desktop/digital marketing for colleges/Facebook marketing? You have seen these kind of path. Okay, that means this particular FB mode is there in the desktop. And there's a folder by name digital marketing for colleges. Under that there is another folder which is called Facebook marketing. Okay, under that you have Facebook notes. Same thing, I am right now in root. I want to move from root to desktop. That means you are changing the directories. So how do you change the directory? You use the word CD. And what directories you have to put? Desktop, CD, desktop. Okay, now I have to go here and type, but I first understand what all is there inside this root. If I want to know what all things are there, then there is something called as one more command, which is called as ls. Ls means listing. So what I will do, I will go here, type ls and enter. What is it? Under the root, I have something called clickjacking tester, cup, documents, download. See, I have desktop. Now from root, I want to get into the desktop. How do I do it? cd change directory, and capital D, same thing it should be, desktop, and enter. Now where am I? I'm in desktop. If I want to know what is there inside the desktop, what is the command? ls. What is there? Something called Batman, Dhoni, host text, names, num, like that. Now let me see if these things are there in my desktop or not. So graphically, how to use it? Check my desktop. On the top left, you have this next left side of a white folder. Minimize all, open, click on it. There you go. See, I have names, I have Batman, I have num, password, same thing we saw, right? See, names, num, Batman, because I listed what is there in the desktop. I went from, I understood where was I, where were I was in root, and I found out in root there is something called desktop. So I moved from root to desktop by using the command cd. And now I am in desktop and I want to check what is there in the desktop. I put ls, I got these details. So here, if at all, if I type who am I, see what I will get, root. But if I put pwd, see what I will get, I am under slash root slash desktop. Is this clear, Pawan? Is it confusing? Or did you
No, sir,
understand?
it is clear, but how can we go back?
How can you?
How can we go back? It's like we are in.
Correct. Next, I'm going to show you. Okay. Now, I moved from desktop, root to desktop, right? Now, I want to go back to my root. What I will do, there is something called the next command, cd space dot dot. Cd space dot. So now see, where am I? I'm in desktop. Now what I will do, cd space dot dot. See what will happen? I am back to root. Root is, this is a symbol of root. Now if I type pwd, I am back to root. Now if I type ls, if I want to go to downloads, so cd downloads. ls, I've got so many things under downloads. If I want to go back to root, cd space dot dot. I am back to the root. If I want to clear the screen, CLER, enter. Got it, Pawan? Your question?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Now I somehow by mistake I cleared off the screen. I want to know what I have written commands before. Okay, I want to know because those commands are important for me. Then what I will do is simple term, history. Just type history, you will get all the previous commands. Just type history, enter, see. Same thing we did now, clear, cdls, pwd, who am I, host name, cal, who am I, all these things before what we did comes back to us. That is the word history. Just type history, you will get it. Now you want to clear the screen, clear. Now you don't want this terminal at all. You want to just come out of this terminal. Then the next command is exit. Just type exit. See, I'll just type exit, enter, gone. The entire terminal is gone because you've just come out of it. You want to again redo it, top, terminal emulator, and you can start from fresh. And you're still under a root user. Okay, that is something you should know. Now we learned about listing. I want to list in detail because if I just type ls, it is only giving the names. I want to know when did it start, when did I create this directory, what permission I have in this directory, who has the permission of this directory. I need, right? I need more information. So then that command for you to get more information, okay, it's nothing but ls minus l. That's all, simple. More listing, ls minus l, and enter. See, more information I have. It was done on August 7th, and root user and you have certain things over here, which is executable, readable, or writable. Okay, X means executable, R means readable, W means writable. Okay, D means directory, means folders. Directory means folders. If here you don't have D, see, that means it is just a file. Okay, and in Linux, please understand, folders are in blue in color, files are in white in color. So if you see here, this is blue, they're all folders, and this white is a file. Okay, the question is how to create a folder. What is a command? How to create a folder, how to create a file. Okay, the command for you to create a folder is called mkdir, make directory, and whatever the name of the folder. Okay, so now I will go here, clear the screen. I will type mkdir and I'll just type Pavan. That's it. It is created. Where is it created? It is created in the root. Okay, but I want to see this folder name Pavan. Where should I go? Top, white folder, open folder. Let me see here. See, Pavan. I created a folder. When I type ls, you should be seeing Pavan. See, it's in blue in color because it's a folder. Now, if I want to create a file, the command for it is touch and file name. Okay, so let me go here. I will type touch and I will say password.txt and enter. Okay. Now I'll type ls, see white in color because it's a file, and I want to see graphically. Again, click on white box, open folder, scroll down, there you go, password.txt. Okay. So I was able to create a file. Now I want to write something in that file. Okay. Nano you can write, or echo. Type echo. Welcome to Linux class. And right arrow mark, password.txt. Okay, echo means I need to write this content. Welcome to Linux class. Right arrow mark and put those information in password text. Let me go here. Let me open folder. Let me scroll down, password list. Double click and open. There you see, welcome to Linux class. Okay, I can write one more, echo. I will say today is Thursday. Where should I write it? Right arrow mark, password.txt. Enter. I can go again, open folder, double click. Today is Thursday. So that is nothing but command is echo. So 16th one, echo, inverted comma. So say this is Thursday, something like that, and right arrow mark and text file. That is echo. There is also cat command to display the content. Now I don't want to go every time to root, double click, check what is there in the file. I want to know what is there inside this file. What I will do, cat password dot text and enter. See what you see? Today is Thursday. So because I found out what is the content inside the password. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Is it too much?
No, sir.
Okay. Were you aware of these things before only?
No, but I'm not much aware of these things. I know something, sir. I mean, I don't know the functions and all. What
Okay,
it
okay.
will do. Sir, if we want to move a file into a folder,
Yeah, I'll show you that.
yeah,
Now, there is a file name which is called as password.txt, and there is a folder by name Power, correct? Now I want to move the folder file which is password.txt to the folder by name Power. How do I do it? Okay, see this.
yes, sir.
So I'll clear the screen. MV. Okay, what am I doing? Password.txt. Move this file to where? To Pawan. That's all. Now let me
Okay,
go
directly
on the
file
folder.
name only.
That's all. See, now I open Pawan folder here. So, password.
Okay, sir.
Now, one more question you might ask. The entire folder, which is Pawan, is in root, and
Yes.
I want to move this folder to desktop. How do I do it? Okay.
Yeah.
First thing is I need to type ls if the folder is there. Yeah, Pawan is there. Now mv Pawan. Okay, where root to desktop and enter. Now let me go and check if it is there in my desktop. Can you see?
Yes.
This is the path, and even I can do cd desktop, enter ls. You have Pawan. Now I want to get into Pawan, cd Pawan. Now if I type ls, I have only one file in the. Got the flow?
Sir?
You understood the flow? How I did it?
Yeah, 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 yes, yes. Yeah, yep.
Now I want one more for file name. I want to copy one more. Simple. cp password.txt to abhishek.txt. I'll go to the folder Pawan. Now you have two, password.txt and abhishek.txt.
No, I can't get it, sir. What is this?
Or type ls. I got both. I just copied one more password and named it as Abhishek. You saying something?
Okay. We are in the folder name Pawan, right?
Yeah, inside the folder, there was only one file called password.
Yeah.
I copied that password and pasted and changed the name as.
Okay, okay. No, no, no. We have not changed the name. We have created another file, right? Abhishek.p.
No, same file. See, if I go here, Amal Mathur. See, password, if I double click, what is it? Today is Thursday. Now, when I double click Abhishek, what I get to see?
Okay, you have created
Okay.
another file and
I should
renamed
do
it.
what I exactly I did. Control C, Control V, and I changed it to
Abhishek.
rename to some other name. Okay, Spidey.
Yeah.
That is what I done here. Same thing here. What I did. CP password dot text to Batman dot text. So if I just type ls, see you have Abhishek, Batman, password, Spidey.text. You got the idea? Now, if I want to know what is there in this Spidey cat, Spidey, today is Thursday. If I want to know what is there in Batman, today is Thursday. Now I want to delete it. Okay. So we understood about move. We understood about CP. Now I want to delete. Delete command is rm. Okay, so if I go, now I want to delete all this. So I'll clear the screen first. Now I'm in Pavan folder, ls. Now I don't want spidey.text. So what I'll do, rm and the text file. If I type ls, see Spidey is gone. Same thing, rm abhishek.text. Now type ls, it's gone. Same thing, rm Batman. I type ls, it's gone. If I put rm password.text, it's gone. Type ls, nothing is there. Empty folder. Let me go and see it. One double click, nothing. Okay, and if I want to delete a folder, rm minus r. Remember, for the folder it is minus r. Okay, now I want to delete. Okay, clear everything. Now I want to delete Pavan folder. Now being inside the Pavan folder, I cannot delete it. I have to come out of Pavan folder. cd space dot dot. Now I am in desktop. Now when I type ls, Pavan folder is there. So how do I delete it? For a folder, rm minus r and Pavan. And enter. If I type ls, you don't see Pavan at all. Got the point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anything else I have to show you? If I want to know the IP address of my machine, that is Linux machine. Okay, what is my IP address? What should I do? I have to just type ifconfig. That's all, ifconfig. So I go here, clear the screen, ifconfig. It tells me what is my IP address. 192.168.3.248. Got that?
What is the down? I mean, the 127.0.0.1.
This one.
Down one. I mean, that is our IP address. What is the down one?
This one.
Yes.
And that's your router IP address.
Okay. Okay.
That's by default, it will be there. It's for your router. Your machine identity is this one.
Yeah.
Anything else I missed out? Okay, next. Something called head and tail. Now, if I want to create a notepad, 23, mouse pad. In Linux, it is called mouse pad to create a notepad. Okay, so if I go here, clear this, type mouse pad. Notepad will open up, and I will say this is related to ethical hacking course. File, save, and save it as test file, and save it. Close it. And if I want to know what is there inside this mouse pad, cat test file. This is related to ethical hacking course. And if you want to see graphically, see this test file. Okay, it's a notepad, not a word. Now I want to create a notepad. 1 second. Delete everything. Okay. Now I want to create a notepad, mouse pad. I'll just put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and save it. I'll just put it as numbers and save it. Now, what is this command? 24th one, it is called as head, and 25th one is called as tail. The minute you put head and put a file name, it will display first 10 numbers or names. And when you put tail and the file name, it will display the last 10 numbers or names by default. So I'll show you. When I put head and the file name was numbers, enter, see 1 to 10. If I put tail numbers, it gives me 15 to 6. That's the last 10. So head is first 4. Now you have a question. Sir, if I want to know, I want to see only the first 4, not first 10, only first 4. Simple. Head minus 4 numbers, the file name. Tail minus 4 numbers. 15, 14, 13, 12. You can even do sorting. What is sorting? Alphabetic letter, ascending order, descending order. You can do that. That is called sort. How do you do it? Mousepad. I'll put Pavan, Abhishek, Saprit, Soumya, Shweta, Venkat, Zarina, okay, Chaitra. Save it as names and clear everything. Here. Sort names. See, A, C, B, S. Now you want to reverse sorting. SOT minus R names. See, Zarina, Venkat, Shweta, Suprit. Last is Abhishek. Okay, so that is what is sorting. 26th sort. 27 sort minus R. Any doubts in this?
No, sir.
Okay. I'll share this PowerPoint today. Then you have something on a regular basis. You need to update your Linux. How do you update? Apt minus get update. You might have to do apt minus get upgrade to next version. This is the command. Okay. So now I will clear everything. If I want to update, maybe some tools have migrated to next version. I don't know. So apt minus get update and enter. Now it keeps doing it, but one thing you should remember, in case you don't want to upgrade, you want to stop in between, you don't want it to upgrade. So anything, any command you want to stop in between, this is it. Control Z, stop or pause the process. Or you want to kill it permanently, Control C. So if you want, you can do that. Okay, 30. You want to stop temporarily, Control Z. You want to permanently, Control C. Okay, so when I do here 62%, maybe I'll do Control Z. So it's suspended and it's now come back to the normal one. You got it, Pawan?
Yeah, yeah.
There's one shortcut which I need to tell you. Okay. Up arrow mark, tab button. These two things we use a lot sometimes. What is this up arrow mark button? Now I'm here. Now I want to run the previous command again. Again, I don't need to type apt minus get update. I don't need to do this. If I just press the up arrow mark button, see, before this, see. So that is nothing but the up arrow button. Or after this, down arrow button. So this is also easy. Some wrong command you have written. Again, you don't have to type up arrow mark. You want to come back, down arrow mark. So it's a shortcut. What does the tab button will do? I'll show you. Okay. Now this is such a big file underscore example. Okay. Now I want to, okay, for example, say, not that one. Wait, I'll go host.txt or this one. Hold on. Okay, usernames.txt. Now I want to know what is there inside that username.txt. Normally what you will do, cat usernames.txt, you have to type. Rather, I will type cat us. That's all. I'm just typing us. Now I will press the button tab. Automatically, it will only refill. I don't have to type again and again. Enter. So even file is there, tab. Okay, so there's one more file, tab. Okay, like that. So press the tab, automatically it will autofill. Now if I want this SSL strip, what I will do, clear. So if I want SSL, so cd, I'll just type ss and I'll press the button tab, automatically it will pick up. So long commands, you just press the tab, it will only fill auto. It is an autocomplete command. So this is something I want you to practice at home. Revisit all of this one by one and be perfect in it. because we are going to use these commands again and again and again. So if you are convinced and confident about shortcuts, and if I ask you to check the IP address, you should know what it is, ifconfig. So you should be very, very fast and remember all of these commands. If I tell you change the directory, move to desktop, get into downloads, get into this, get into that, or copy this, move that, sort it, update it. So then you should be in a position to do it very quickly. Okay, if you restrict your learning in Linux commands, then it is very difficult. So I want you to practice today only and send some 4-5 screenshots of your practice. Okay, so at least I'll know that you have done it. Okay, so any doubts in this, please, you can ask me. Anything you want me to repeat?
So what about the man command? Man.
Which command?
Man, I mean, if we want to know about, suppose if there is a command like ifconfig, we want to know about all the things. We will use man, right? And heard that man.
Okay, yeah, but we don't need that things now.
Okay.
Okay, only whatever is required for ethical hacking related thing is what I'm showing you. But if you want me to teach Linux commands, no, it'll go up to 1 month.
Yes. A lot of commands are there.
Lot of things are there. So that's the reason because and ethical hacking does not need any programming. If you know these basic commands, that's enough for you to handle hacking. So that's the reason where I have kept it to the minimum. And these are things I don't think you should be a problem for you to know.
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to practice this and revisit. I'll just recheck everything in mind if I missed out anything. Other things and all, you don't need it. Copy, remove. Yeah, I think pretty less, more or less. These are the commands. Okay, so take some 4-5 screenshots and share it. It'll be great. Okay, so day 3, right? I think I missed out yesterday's writing it. No problem. I will share this. Great. So we are stopping it today here. And tomorrow we will be starting the first phase of ethical hacking, which is called as footprinting. Okay. And before that, please make sure your Kali Linux is running and everything is fine. And you have to do all this in root user. Okay. Keep that in the mind. Okay. So that's it.
Okay.
So the next class will be starting with footprinting, a new topic. And we'll continue as we go on. Okay. Thank you so much. Pawan and Abhishek, I'll see you tomorrow at 12:30.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.